leader, Austin Dillon, has led this race since the drop of the green flag. Matt Crafton trying to hold on to that second spot. He's got a guy who knows how to win at Texas right behind him. Todd Bodine, 5-time winner here. Sunday NASCAR race day powers into Pocono. We'll talk to Kurt Busch and his crew chief Steve Addington live. Plus halfway to the chase, we'll tell you which 12 drivers will battle for the championship. NASCAR race day built by the Home Depot live from Pocono Sunday. Tinningster on speed.
See our leader there, Austin Dillon's driving away, but he's going to have company, I think, Rick. When we went to break, you could see that the 30 truck of Todd Bodine was all over the back of Matt Crafton. Check it out. Todd got around Matt, is driving away from Matt, and his times are right down there with what Austin's running. In fact, the last time by, he was about a half-tenth quicker than Austin. He pulled around trying to get on the outside of him, Phil, but watch. He committed to the bottom. Crafton wiggles up the hill just a little bit, and Todd fills that hole. They go down the back straightaway side by side. Matt has a decision to make here. Do I want to run side by side? He's faster than me. It's early in the race. I love this. Smart move by Matt Crafton. He says, okay, Todd, you can have that for now. Duly noted, you got a good truck, and I need to work on mine.
It looked like Matt's truck wiggled when he went over the tunnel. That the guys were telling me that the bump is getting worse over the tunnel. It looked like he wiggled a little bit there. That's when Todd gained all that momentum on him.
Yeah, I was watching those cup cars from Pocono. You talk about tunnels and bumps. Those things jump all over the place. And when you're running 180, 90 miles an hour and there's a bump in the road, it's a little bit different than when you're just driving down the interstate and you hit one. These things want to get out of control.
There are 2 tunnels to get into the infield here at Texas. One right in the middle of turns 1 and 2, and another one right in the middle of turns 3 and 4. And I think the biggest bump is in 1 and 2 right now.
Yeah, that's right. That's what all the drivers were talking about, having to work on their shock packages to get through that bump.
Man, Matt caught a bad break there. He caught 4 slower trucks going down into turn 3. Run about a second slower than our leader that time by because of all that traffic.
17 green flag laps already complete by Austin Dillon and 25 other trucks. There are 25 trucks on the lead lap, the last one being Mario Goslin, who is about to go a lap down.
It's a good battle right there. That's for the 11th position between Kenny Schrader, the 2 truck, Timothy Peters, the 17 truck. Timothy was very, very confident in his truck. He said in race trim we were really, really good. Timothy started back in the 11th position. That's about where he's running right now in that battle with Ken Schrader.
We talked to, caution's out.
Caution on the racetrack. Austin Dillon slows it back down.
Check out those lights. Look at that.
Well, now there are caution lights that
look at those.
Yeah, on the track that they can see. But how about the fans? These are on the back of some of the posts on the catch fence.
I love that. I like when everything is really clear for the fans to understand, and those are certainly clear.
That gives it away.
We're talking about pit road lines that you can speed, where you have to be down to the speed at, restart lines. All those things I think are important. And Texas buried some caution lights in the track a while back, and now they got them on the fence for the fans to see.
See some smoke out of the back of Ryan Sieg's truck. I think that's what brought out our caution flag. Ryan's coming off his best finish of the year a couple weeks ago at Dover. Actually, 2 races ago, he finished 9th.
You got to give it up for Texas Motor Speedway. They're always thinking about the fans and just doing a really nice job for the fans and the competitors alike.
Very innovative. Eddie Gossage, the president here at the Texas Motor Speedway, puts together a very good program.
We got us an Aaron's lucky dog, y'all. JC Stout
in the 95 truck.
Gonna get a lap back.
We're a little bit early now. We talked about the pit window being somewhere between 55 and 60 laps. We've completed 19 laps. We're getting close to halfway on a fuel run. You think these guys might want some fuel?
I think as fast as these trucks are remaining, I'd like some at least fuel and be safe on that account. And maybe 2 tires to go along with it. But I don't think I'd hang around and get 4 this early. Do you?
I don't think so. These drivers get 4 sets of tires for the race. 1 on the truck to start with, and then 3 sets in the pits. Looks like they may be headed towards pit road.
We're seeing Austin Dillon bring the field onto pit road. Chris Devoto.
David Starr and Doug Walcott, they were only going to come if the leaders came, so they are coming in. David said his truck is just a little bit tight center off of turn 2. Doug Walcott has up on the box taking a look. They're over on the right side. They just need to free it up a little bit off the center of 2, Ray.
Krista, Todd Bodine had made a commitment to come in. They were going to do tires no matter what. And they said, well, the leader is coming. He said, we'll do that and some fuel at the very front. Pit stall number 1 for the number 3 Bass Pro Trucks Chevrolet. Those guys were going to go fuel only, but once they saw the 30 doing tires, they made the commitment. A number of guys going by. Austin Dillon will give up the lead to get 4 fresh Goodyears.
Trucks fuel only, Michael, like we were talking about.
A great variety of pit strategy here early in the going. It's going to mix this running order up a great deal. It's going to be fun on this restart. They're going to go side by side. Guys that weren't up front are going to be up front. It's going to be really exciting.
Saw one of the big numbers on there was Johnny Benson moving up 10 spots as he came off of pit road in the 6th position. So we'll see if that strategy works out for JB in the 18. We're hearing that maybe David Starr, as we look at our Aaron's Lucky Dog, this is JC Stout getting a lap back. But we heard that David Starr may have hit one of the crew members as he was either coming in or coming off of pit road. Take a look.
It's going to get tight. Oh, look at the back end swings around, Phil. Oh, what a pinch that guy's in. See him jump.
Oh, I think it missed him.
It missed him. And how close was that? Wow.
How alert was that dude to make sure he didn't get spun into?
And how about a great camera shot?
Yeah,
we got to commend our camera operators for giving us that shot.
They stayed up to 1:30 in the morning the last time we ran one of these races. They're fresh and ready tonight.
We'll be back with more from Texas. And welcome back to the WinStar World Casino 400K. We're under our first caution of the night. This one was brought out when the 39 of Ryan Sieg was slow on the racetrack.
I think that engine blew up on that truck, Rick. It sounded really sick, and NASCAR threw the caution just in case some oil. Might have seen some oil.
Now we've got Eric Almirola and Matt Crafton making up row number 1. Then Todd Bodine and Ken Schrader in row 2. Johnny Benson, Austin Dillon in row 3. We'll see how Eric Almirola does on points. Green flag back in the air.
Going to be a good test for Austin Dillon. We know how good his truck was out front. Now we're going to see how good his truck is in some traffic.
Yeah, you start on the pole and grab the lead in the first turn. You can prove what a good truck you got. You stick back there 7th or 8th and all the turbulence of the air coming off those other trucks, plus his inexperience, not being in that position that often. It'll be interesting to see how he can fight through it.
3 wide for a moment. Kenny Schrader, the 2 on the inside. There's Todd Bodine, the 30. Matt Crafton right now, the 88 in 2nd.
Schrader here trying to, 3 wide as they come on to the quad oval.
Well, Johnny had a moment there in that 18 truck, got hung in the middle. Looked like he might have got a little bit loose. Definitely had to get out of the throttle for some reason.
Ken Schrader here in the 2 trying to get that owner's championship for Kevin Harvick Incorporated. We ride along with James Busher and look up on the 33 of Ron Hornaday. Ricky Carmichael up there as well.
Did you notice that sound of his engine through the corner? Never let off.
Nope. You see Hornaday slide up the hill a little bit there, got a little loose. That's not too unusual here at Texas, especially on the restarts when all the trucks are bundled up. They just don't drive as good, Phil.
And remember, full of fuel with some of these trucks with no tires is really the worst situation you could possibly have. You want new tires to match fuel whenever possible, but they had run so little here they wanted to save their tires.
Eric Almirola trying to hold off Todd Bodine in that number 30. He is so good at this racetrack as well as at 1.5 mile racetracks.
Todd's got the fastest truck, man. He was running down Austin Dillon when he was in 2nd, and now he's all over Almirola. And you remember when he was hung in behind Crafton, it took him 10 or 12 laps to figure out how to finally get around him. Dove to the bottom, got to the bottom of Crafton off 2, and it looks like he's gonna try it again.
Austin Dillon gained a couple spots that last lap. He's up to 4th now, right behind Matt Crafton.
But if that was the test on how that truck is and how he'll do tonight on restarts and just being all jammed up, he passed that test, certainly.
It seemed earlier that Matt Crafton was holding up Todd Bodine as they battled for the 2nd position. It seems as though Eric Almirola right now is holding up that 30 of Todd Bodine for the lead as we see a side-by-side battle. James Busher on the outside in the 31. Ken Schrader in the 2 on the inside.
That's a good battle for the 7th position there. Kenny Schrader looks like had 7. They may lose it. He does lose it to James Busher in the 31 truck.
But you got to watch Schrader, man. This is a long race. We talked about it's one of the longest races of the year. Schrader knows how to be around at the end, and he respects Kevin Harvick and the fact that he gave him a chance to drive that truck and race that truck. He's going to make sure he takes it easy, learns about his truck, and proves it all night long, and is there at the end.
Grabbed the top 10 finish this year at Kansas in his first start for KHI.
Just over 1/10 of a second separating the 51 and the 30, right?
Well, Rick, they continue to preach to Todd Bodine, have a little bit of patience here. They believe that his truck's better and that he can get around the 51. But remember, Eric Almirola did fuel only. Todd got right side tires. Now, they didn't originally want to get tires on that pit stop, but Todd said he had a pretty bad vibration. And as he came down pit road, he called crew chief Mike Hillman Jr. and said, let's do right